Boys and girls, it's Phranchize. It's been a while. It has been a while. Got that man flu. Still fighting the good fight. You know what I mean? It's kicking my ass. Kicking my ass. I got the man flu, so didn't really want to put my face on video, and I just looked like some sort of. I just thought, why do it? Why not just wait until you're a little better and then do a video? Still a bit bunged up like, but still look like death. If death was a handsome bastard. I'm here to talk about PlayStation 4. The big Future conference was last week. All hour 45 of it, or 2 hours, or it felt like an eternity, considering we didn't actually see the box, we didn't get a price, and we didn't get a release date. We did get some sort of good info, so I just thought I'd pick my favourite bits and just talk about that for a bit, seeing as I am the world's premier gaming blogger slash vlogger slash talker of general shit slash funniest thing to come out of Sunderland since like chlamydia. I've written it down as I was watching. I was just like scrolling notes. These notes. I want to refer to these throughout the video, but not show you them, so it looks like I was like that I just know this shit off the cuff. Like I'm really fucking interested. Like I said before, we didn't see the box, we didn't get a price, we didn't get a release date. All of that will come at E3, I'm imagining. But what we did get the vital piece of information, the one that set the bar. It was described as a supercharged PC. It had supercharged PC architecture built from the ground up to just be this meaty gaming fucking wunderkind. You know, like when you see game footage, like prime example for you, Aliens Colonial Marines. That shit, when we got the demo of that it looked phenomenal. That was definitely built on a supercharged PC, because the real game looks fuck all like that. Look at a couple of years back for PlayStation 3 when Killzone 3 first got announced and they had that full FMV, and it was just like, oh my god, look at these graphics, this is the best graphics I've ever seen. That was built on a PC. Like the game didn't actually look like that, and there's been a lot of criticism over games that do that, use PC footage, like supercharged PC footage, to show what a console game might look like, even though it never fucking does. Now we've got the supercharged PC architecture, games that run on high-end gaming PCs are going to look exactly the same on PlayStation. So now all the PC fanboys who say, oh well, your controllers are shit and you don't use archaic keyboards to move about, and the mouse is pretty accurate, but like the keyboard to move about, and that's like, come on. No, but these people now, all you've got on us is the accuracy of the mouse. And the next evolution of the mouse is more than likely Connect 2.0. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So you're going to have graphics on games comparable to that of a high-end gaming PC. And you can take sort of Moore's law into account, and by the time the PlayStation 3 launches, then processing and whatnot will have like halved in size, yet doubled in power. So the high-end gaming PC will be even better. But that's just a fucking vicious circle. But it's just going to look amazing. That's what you need to take away from that. Some of the key things, like as part of the tech, that really fucking got us tingly in me bollocks. What? Tingly in me bollocks. Some of like the really cool sort of aspects of the tech that really got us going. They've like gone on board like 8 gig of onboard RAM, like sort of SSD, solid state drive, whereby it's not like your local hardware, your local sort of your hard disk drive, your local storage. It's separate. It's 8 gig of RAM just for running programs and stuff like that. That's like base terms for you. So like this means multitasking is going to be quick as fuck. It means like shut down and boot up is going to be literally quicker than a hiccup. It's like that's the sort of shit I like. With that sort of onboard SSD sort of RAM, you're going to have like the ability for background downloads, streaming, sort of. I know we'll get into it later on, but sort of Gaikai, the company, the cloud gaming company that Sony bought, they're going to have a prevalent role in the PS4, and using Gaikai you're going to be able to say like, oh, I'll have that game, right, click for trial, and it's going to give you the full game like that. It's going to, you download the first couple of gig, if that, of a game, start playing it. So you're playing and downloading simultaneously. So that's the sort of shit that this onboard RAM is going to be able to do. It's going to be able to do what the PlayStation was lacking the whole time on PlayStation 3. Online capability, the ability to have a party, the ability to be playing one game while in a party with other people who are all playing different games. That sort of thing is going to be possible. Else that's going in the tech, and I haven't got a clue what this is, but like when it was said, it kind of took me breath away. It was like sort of 2 teraflops. I was like, oh, 2 teraflops? 2 teraflops? What the fuck is a teraflop? You know what a teraflop is? I thought a teraflop was if you'd like just had too much to drink, took a girl home, and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna do everything to you. Come on, pants off. Oh, I'm sorry, I have a teraflop. That's not going anywhere. I've drank too much. All sorts of hello. There was all sorts of talk of the specs inside the machine, the hardware itself. That just really, it looked promising. It looked promising, and not only does it look promising for the PS3, but like I said, it looks promising for comparable to other next-gen consoles, i.e. the Xbox, the next Xbox. That, although the Xbox 360 was underpowered compared to the PS3, you've got to think for next gen, the Xbox 360 is going to try and be as comparable as possible. So all these things that I'm excited about for the PS4, I'm also excited about for the Xbox 720 or whatever they're going to call it. Like I said, we didn't see the box, we didn't see the release date, we didn't see the price, but we did see the new controller, the DualShock 4. The DualShock 4 looks totally different to the DualShock 3. They've really reinvented it now. I'm gonna literally have to refer to my notes for this one because I just like scrolled bullet points. So we've got better sticks and triggers. I've seen the triggers look like sort of fangs now as opposed to the flat trigger, which felt like a button. If you play the Xbox 360, it felt like a trigger. You know what I mean? Whereas the PlayStation always just felt like another button. Whereby the design that they've gone for and the point, it's going to feel more like a trigger, which I think just helps like immerse you in the first person shooter world, which that's not going anywhere, that genre. Like, that genre's not going anywhere. That's like the herpes of the gaming world, that well, once you get a first person shooter, that's it. It'll flare up. It'll just continually flare up. You got the touchpad on the front, like a little letterbox sized touchpad. I'm not sure how much use you're going to get out of that touchpad. Like it's not very big. Just an example, that's the Wii U touchpad. That's the size of the Wii U touchpad. Hello. Comparable to the PlayStation Vita. So there's 2 touchpads that are pretty much the same size, and you can do a lot on that. There's a lot of functionality because of the size, but the touchpad on the new DualShock 4, it doesn't look very big. I don't know what you're going to be able to use that for. I can't imagine you're going to be able to use that for any sort of inventory, unless like it's a game that's that realistic. Your inventory is like your pocket, your jeans pocket. You use this little touchpad to just rake around in your jeans pocket. Just like, move that 2 pence out of the way, and that's a chewing gum that fell out of the wrapper. I'll probably eat that later. And lint. Why do I have lint in my pocket? They've added a share button on the pad, which again, linking back to the 8GB of RAM, onboard SSD RAM, that'll change the game. That'll change the game. There's a massive market now on YouTube. I do it. I'm one of them. Albeit highly underwatched, underrated and undervalued. But I record gameplay footage. I chuck it on there. I've got a clever name for it. The Triple U playthrough. Unscripted, unpolished, unprofessional. And it's a playthrough. You know, just recording footage, putting it on there so people can see the campaign. People can say what kind of gamer you are, people can get hints and tips and how do I get this achievement, how do I get that trophy, how do I kill this boss, like that sort of stuff. People do that, there's a massive market for that on YouTube. And with the share button, if you've done something insanely cool, like it's going to be fucking littered with Call of Duty, basically. It's going to be like, tomahawk across the map, and I hit a sparrow in the face, and it ricocheted off a sparrow, and it came down, and stabbed a guy in the face, and when he fell he dropped a grenade, killed everybody. Sort of thing, whereby if you do something that cool, just hit the share button, and the 8GB of SSD that's on board is recording all the time, the last 15 minutes of your footage, and then with one hit, you can just upload that. You don't have to do what I do here and painstakingly edit to try and make things a hell of a lot funnier than they are. Light bar on the top of the pad, which is essentially the PlayStation Move, and they've brought out like PlayStation Connect, really. It's just like a new camera system that sits on top of your telly, not unlike Connect. pivots about, not unlike Kinect, scans the room, not unlike Kinect. It's basically PlayStation Kinect, but it's just going to look for the light. Just watches the light like a hawk, like Eagle Eye Action Man, just watching the lights move about the room. Functionality that'll have, I don't know, because not only have you got this sort of light bar, so it's tracking you as a player with your pad, but they've sort of pushed the move as well. They've now come out, Media Molecule came out at the conference and just said, oh, we fell in love with the move, look what we did with the move. And the whole time I was just like, I don't give a fuck about the move. Get over it. It failed, put it to bed.